Well, what's up, YouTube? So, we're working on a car today. It's a Chrysler. I got her running right now. She called me, thought she had a water pump issue because it was leaking antifreeze. And anyway, explains that. Got to looking at it. It's not, my hair is what I had on. Anyway, let me show you what's going on with this thing. This is a prime example of why I don't go off somebody else's diagnosis. I always, want to do it myself. So I went and picked this car up today. It's a loyal customer of mine, and she wasn't 100% sure. She just knew it was coming from that side. She was just giving a roundabout estimate. And I told her, I said, don't buy any parts. Let's get into the house and see what's going on. Let me show you what we got. So you got antifreeze down there. See, it's dripping now. But where it's dripping from, it looks like it'd be a water pump, but it's not. It is the radiator. So look in here, see if I can get you a good view. See the steam? Oh man, I had it a while ago. Oh yeah, you can see the water there. See? So where these radiators meet, it's plastic on the end and metal, and they have a gasket there. So what happens is over time, that gasket goes out, or however they seal it, and causes it to bust the radiator. The radiator starts leaking. You lose coolant, car runs hot, all that good stuff. So anyway, now we see that I'm just looking to make sure the water pump ain't leaking. Now we see where it's coming from, and I see that the car's not going to run hot just sitting here. I'm going to go ahead and start pricing the parts for her and get this thing fixed up. I'll take you along for the ride. Obviously we'll have to take this top stuff off and all that, but stick with us. We'll start tearing this thing apart to get a radiator in it, if I can find a radiator. I'm not going to tear it apart, but I'm for sure that I can get a radiator here today. So stay with us, see what happens. All right, so you can hear it draining, still draining some antifreeze out, but we pretty much got it out. Actually, not pretty much, it is out. Let me show you. So there's the radiator. We got her out. So pretty much what I have learned from this is you got to take the air box off. It's got a petcock on the side that you can drain antifreeze. You got to take the air box out, and then pretty much it's kind of self-explanatory. You got your two wires, which I don't understand kind of why I unhooked those. I don't know. You don't really have to unhook these if you don't want to. I did. I don't know why, but I did. Anyway, unhook those. Kind of get them out of the way. You got a bolt here, and then right here on the back side of this, you got a 10mm bolt. You have to unhook it. Undo your two hoses. That's upper radiator hose, took it completely off. The lower runs from right here, runs down to the radiator, take it off. And then you gotta pull your fans out. Your fans clip on to these little clips right here. You just slides down on it. You see where it sits in the bottom was in the top, both sides. Pull your fans out, that's them over there. Unhook all the stuff I showed you. And on this one, it's got two bolts. It's got a bolt here and a bolt here. And what it does is it holds these things right here in place, right? So once you get those unbolted, I didn't even really have to pry. It says that you can just take and kind of leverage this a little bit. I didn't even really have to. I just kind of pushed a little bit, and it just pushed right out. So I had my hand in here and pulled that way, and it kind of pulled itself out. So let's get this thing back together. But where this thing was leaking is right here. You can see how wet it is. Right here was the main culprit, right in here. But these things are bad. I don't know if this one broke at that location per se, but see how wet it is. Where these things meet up, I've never taken one of these apart, so I don't know, but I think there's some kind of seal in here. I'm sure there is. And that seal just goes bad, or they crack, or I've seen both. I've seen them crack, and then I've seen them leak from this piece here. I've actually seen them like on these seams and stuff. I've seen them cracking these seams before. I don't like this design. I'd rather have a solid aluminum radiator. I guess that's just me. I don't know, but it is what it is. That one's out. We got the other one sitting back there. I need to take it out of the box. Make sure it's the same. As you can tell, I'm still a little winded, still getting a little better from being a little sick past week or so. But it's just sinus stuff. I don't know. I don't know if it's anything else or not. It is what it is. But Chrysler 200 radiator. Let's get it put back in, get it running. We'll have this one in here later on too. You can see I didn't have to pull the front bumper off because this grill's all busted up in this thing. She had an incident with a car wash, kind of ripped it off or whatever. So anyway, she's going to end up getting that fixed. So you'll see this thing in here on another video later on, getting the grill put in, getting a bumper painted and all that stuff. So let's get this thing back together, get it running for her. All right, back to the headlamp. So let me show you this thing somewhat put together. We got it pretty well put together now. Started putting antifreeze back in it. Yeah, let me show you what we got. So of course, you had to take all this stuff back off. I still got a couple push pins to put in, but this is your upper radiator hose. It goes from there across. There's your plugs. It does have 2 bolts. It's got a bolt there, a bolt here, right there. So you got to take all that stuff off, but we're getting it put back together. I got antifreeze in it, so I'm actually getting ready to start it up. I'm gonna wait. I got to put the air box still on. Still got to put it on. I'm gonna wait on putting the bottom cover back on until I make sure there ain't got no leaks, because it was something to put that back on, put it all back together, and have a leak or something somewhere. So I'm gonna make sure the petcock's not leaking, so it's closed. It's all in back together. This is what it's gonna come back in for later. This grill's all busted up, but yeah, pretty much about it. I probably didn't teach anybody much. I tried to kind of just go over what I did and didn't have to take off, but if it helps somebody, great. If not, I'm sorry, but I do appreciate y'all watching. So let's get this thing running, and we'll see y'all on the next one.